Well, I just planted. Well, I had an apple. I think it was a green apple, or it could have been a red apple. But I germinated the seed, and now it's growing. And I hope it grows up to be a big, healthy apple tree, so that I can actually enjoy the fruit of it, God willing. I hope this little plant gets to see maturity. And I got a couple other plants that I'm trying to like grow, but this winter I'm gonna grow different various plants and just grow them in my house. Um, I've been doing a lot of things like this because we need to preserve what is natural in in this more and more uh, artificially chemical everything is basically made artificial now with genetically modified organisms in any form that they can think of. Like they have single cell organisms that eat oil, or they could just make up they can do anything because they have the secrets, they have the keys, the DNA. And there is a seed of Eve, you know, Abel and Eve are are the human side of humanity, and Cain is the evil side of humanity, and they're the Zionists. So you must be aware of that, children. And this plant knows it because I just care for it, and it knows. This soon to be tree will radiate goodness and produce good fruit with monatomic elements that we water them with, God willing, and they will be healthy. And I have plants that they were my grandmother's, and my grandmother died shortly after 9/11. And like, I still got her plants, and I've traveled with those plants across the United States from the East Coast to the West Coast. And I take care of plants. I love them. They're good to keep in your house, and it's good to like, take care of them. Like, so you could be able to produce your own food because you might have to soon. The way things are going, I suggest you get seeds from all kinds of plants that are non genetically modified and just plant them in your house and hook up lights to help them grow. So that's what I'm doing. I got an apple sapling right here, and I'm gonna start growing some other things. And I've been doing some other stuff. This is a this is a regular magnet, magnet. It's it has a bunch of little stuff in it, but you know what I do? I actually go um you know, I collect rocks. So I collect rocks. But like these are rocks from from gravel, from regular gravel outside. I think this right here is mica. This shiny one. I think it's mica. It comes like in layers. This is not magnetic. This is not why I'm doing this. But right now, I've been collecting rocks in regular areas where I live, around. This is mica. It's highly electromagnetically, and it helps with electricity. Let's just say that. This is a regular rock. It has no value, I don't think. But I've been collecting these rocks, and these are all rocks that I got. But like I'm trying to show you something. I want to actually do something. So I'm gonna have to put the camera down. I'm gonna have to put it a certain way. All right, I got these rocks, but I'm gonna put this magnet because that's how I found these rocks. Most of these rocks, they don't have no type of magnetic attraction. But uh, right here, I have some granite, and it's magnetic. See, it pulls it down. So granite, granite is very, very magnetic and has radiation and stuff. But like these regular rocks out here, they actually have like some type of, I don't know if you can see it, but they actually have they have some type of magnetic attraction. And that's because they have maybe high concentration of iron, maybe because I could see the colors. But yeah, I go around with this magnet, and I look for stuff that it attracts. So I suggest people do that. I think people should make some type of magnetic stick, and they should go into places and find these things, because I found a lot of interesting things with a magnet. So I'm just throwing that out there for flat earthers and real true explorers that examine their world and are aware of the deception, because there's a huge deception being perpetrated by the Zionist Jesuit cabal that Trump is riding on. If you don't understand that, then it's very detrimental to your life in order to survive the next uh, 15, 20 years. And now, like, this is my plea to all you people that want to mock, and people that actually just be straight up racist or call me a homosexual. Your comments don't really hurt, and I think you're trolls. I don't think you're real people looking for the truth. And like, there's a lot of truthers that are not really truthers. Because if you go on someone's channel and they're someone with different opinions, you go and leave insulting comments. It doesn't help. It helps to support and subscribe. It's better. Not everyone agrees. But look what I do. Look, I go out there and I find things. I do scientific, I observe nature in a way that most people don't really care about. I examine animals. I see how they work. Um, I I I always was a person of nature, and I always was a scientist. You don't have to go to college to be educated in real education, because there's education, but I believe that this satanic system of the education system of America is misleading people from the true history, and just making people believe in fairy tales and theories, and they mock me because they say, "Oh, I don't have the education. Oh, I don't have the PhD." Oh, how sad. But look, let me tell you something. These rocks right here, they're from different parts of America. I've collected them from each state that I've been in, and I've been probably like to at least 38 states, maybe. I don't more. I'm not sure. I crisscross the country because I know that there's a alien deception. There's a cover up. There is a cover up. But I don't necessarily believe that those aliens are from star systems. I believe they're from beneath the earth, or maybe on the outskirts of Antarctica, because what I believe is that is a Antarctica is an ice wall, and they're hiding it. They're actually literally hiding us. And they know we're enclosed. And that right now, what they're doing with all these, what they're actually doing with all these SpaceX launches, and Elon Musk smoking weed with Joe Rogan, and he's totally like, it's totally like, this is what they're doing. They're the masters. These guys have technology beyond your beliefs. I don't know, but stuff is really, really out there. Like John X Army, he's really cool guy. There's I give my props to a lot of. There's so many people out there like uh Really Grace, I believe her name is, and there's a bunch of people that are out there just trying to tell the truth, and everything is fabricated. I don't know how to explain this, but even our web system is totally fabricated. Um, Everything that we know to be natural is not natural no more. There's a haze over the dome. And what these puppet masters are doing, they're creating these things. All right, so everybody got to like wake up. Everyone has to wake up. Everyone got to start thinking scientific and start using their brain. And you don't have to have a PhD to leave comments on the History Channel to warn people that all that stuff is theoretical, and it's hyperbole, what scientists thought up maybe 200 years ago, and it's all bullshit. You got to understand that, people. And I'm sorry for getting angry, but these trolls got me angry. They really got me angry. But this is where I stay in my peaceful room. This is the peaceful room. And I've even collected fossils. You know what? I've climbed mountains without no ropes. All right? I want to tell you that. All right? I skied down freaking 500-foot drops. All right? You don't understand. You're not a snowboarder. You probably stay in your house and talk crap all day and just worried about who you probably live on YouTube 24/7. You don't do things. This is the real video game. All right? When I grow old, and you know what? I'm going to hand this thing down right here. And I'm going to hand down what I learned throughout my whole life to who I leave behind. Which is, I leave behind my girl, my kids, my sister, my mother, my aunts, my uncles, all my cousins, which I have at least 50 that I know of, which I have a huge family. And I've influenced my family greatly. And I'm not a pushover. I'm not online trolling and talking about the truth to uh, cause. I'm trying to make people aware of what's going on, and there's a huge deception going on, from the hurricane to the fires to gas explosions to all this made up hoax bullshit. This is all bullshit. I'm sorry for cursing and saying that, but that's what you got to understand. You got to understand that life is totally controlled by some real evil people, and they don't care two craps about you. So what you got to do is you got to go out there and you got to find out where you live. You got to find out what's going on. It's up to you, because if you don't, your family, guess what? You won't be saved. Your progeny will not go to heaven because you didn't fight for them. And that's what I leave. This is what I'm leave to you trolls out there and all you people who want to hate. Because you can hate, but you know what? Guess what? I'm only worried about what God thinks about me. And I know God is watching me. And this is why I do it, because he's telling me to do this. He's telling me to warn all religions that Satan has infected all religion. He has infected nature. He has infected everything. And everything is fabricated in a way that the bloodline of Cain, which are the Jews, the Zionists, and all who follow Obama, Soros, all these freaking globalists that he always say globalist, Alex Jones, but whatever. He should just name them. He never names the Jew, the Jewish cabal. He never does. And you got to understand that this is worldwide, man. And people worldwide know this. All right? People worldwide, they know. And at the end of it all, it's all going to be remade. And the old gods have nowhere to run. And guess what? Humanity has nowhere to run because then the true creator is going to expose everything and show who is misled and who is guided.